What's up guys, it's 𝔰𴬅𝖈, and in today's video I'm going to be spilling some tea like old times, so get ready because it's about to be crazy. Let me get started on my makeup. As some of you know, for a while in 2019 I was living with my mom, and that was because I got kicked out a bit after my birthday, which foul, why would she do that? So I stayed with my friend Avery for a while, but her mom didn't really want me there because she needed Avery to focus on school and everything. So we went to a New Year's party with our friend group at the time, and let me just say that party brings back pretty bad memories. But while we were there, I was like pretty down about having to find a new place to stay, and one of our friends offered for me to stay with them for a few days. I don't really want to bring any attention to them, so we're just gonna call them Todd, and that has nothing to do with their real name. I don't really want them or their family to get mad at me for talking about any of this, so these are their code names. Learn them, figure them out, because they're gonna be relevant to the story. I know these are all БoJack character names, but bear with me, I can't come up with better names. I was a little off-putting to Diane at first because in real life I'm very, very quiet and anxious. So I give off this rude, bitchy vibe, I think, but I swear I'm just like too anxious to be around people, especially new people. But anyway, I started talking to Diane about my home life, aka my abusive mom, and she had a very similar upbringing, and she was kind enough to let me stay with them permanently. And I was really, really happy at the time because like it was an escape from my mom. Like I felt like I was eating at the finest restaurant in Miami. And honestly, it just boggled my mind that someone like showed that they cared about me. So the first few days was kind of awkward because like imagine you're suddenly in a new home with a new family and you have to learn like all the rules and what to do and what not to do and like la 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 la. Honestly, it kind of felt like I applied for a job because there was just like so much to learn. After staying with them for a while, I realized how like different my upbringing was, because like they had a lot of rules and expectations of me that I never had growing up, and it made me realize how different family lives can be. So Diane was very weird about her parenting tactics because like she was carefree about it, but at the same time she was like a complete control freak. If you didn't do something the way she expected it to be done, she would get very, very, very irritated with you and like talk about you behind your back. And I remember one time she was talking to Henrietta and she said I have horse teeth, and that just like killed me. Like, okay, even if I do, why are you talking about me? Like, you're a grown adult. That's so fucking mean. I'm just a kid, bro. That's irrelevant to the story. I'm just hurt, so I just wanted to say that because I'm hurt. So you get the vibes. This family is very gossipy, and like if someone wasn't doing something to Diane's standards, we would have a family meeting on like whether we should kick them out or not. And I would get roped into this and I would be like, ooh, tea, but like now I feel really bad about it because we all deserve homes, and like we were having manipulation tactics be used against us to keep us in line. Like it was crazy. I forgot to use primer, so I'm kind of upset with myself. My eyelids are so oily, and like if I don't prime them, it just, my makeup's not staying. I love this. I got it from the Walgreens, and it's nice. It's really nice. Let's talk about Henrietta now. So Henrietta is really young, but she's not like young. She was like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say her age because even if they do know I'm talking about them, I don't want to like spill a bunch of tea about their lives because whatever. I just feel like I'd get in trouble if I talked too much about my experience. I can't do these brows while talking. Give me a second. Oh my god. Okay. Does it look natural? Hopefully these look even enough. Okay, so back to Henrietta. She was the baby of the house and she got spoiled, but she was like also pretty neglected, which I feel really bad for her, but also she was like a little to me. Like, bro, like I get it, I get kids just do that, but bro, like for real made me want to. So she looked up to me, and I tried my best to be like the best role model I could for her, but like I was only 15 and 15-year-olds make mistakes. I was pretty much expected to be like her babysitter, and that put like a lot of stress on me because I'm not good with dealing with kids. I'm not good at dealing with people in general, period. Every day I feel more and more like the shade just does not match. Like I feel like it is just a not a good contour shade, but I don't know what shade to use. Okay, so I would wake her up for school and make her pancakes, breakfast, everything, y'all. And her room looked like a hoarder's room, and I cleaned it for her, and I would hang up her clothes and have to take her to the park, and if I didn't, I would be called selfish. If I wasn't doing exactly what Henrietta wanted, she would tell Diane, so she would get mad at me. And I get that that's something kids just do, but like it feels terrible to have someone tell on you and get you in trouble just because like I'm not letting her boss me around. Cause like she is young, she is younger than me, and I was 15, and like it just felt so bad to have a little kid boss me around. And she would like constantly cross my boundaries. Like I couldn't pee by myself. I kid you not, she would sit in the bathroom with me while I was peeing, like, and it would just make me so uncomfortable. And like she would cuddle me in bed all the time because we had to sleep in the same bed with each other, and that was irritating, but I didn't mind it because they were kind enough to let me in their home in the first place. So I was like, okay, I don't mind it. Like I honestly don't mind it. She would cuddle me when I didn't want to be touched because I have a lot of trauma surrounding that, and it just makes me uncomfortable to be touched without my consent, even if it is just cuddling. So yeah, her deal is just that she's bratty and demanding, and I don't know if it's all the way her fault. Like I feel like how she's raised, like her mom definitely has something to do with it, and like I'm not trying to psychoanalyze this family. I'm just saying I feel for her. This is an inside joke now, and it's been so long I can tell it without getting emotional. So finally happy to tell the story because it's like traumatic but funny as fuck. So it all started when I put a bag of coffee beans into my bag to cover up weed stench, and my ex, who is really good friends with Todd, found it, and he told Diane about it. And y'all, he told her it was black tar heroin. Black tar heroin. Why does he know what black tar heroin looks like? Why? So I was at Avery's at the time, and Diane texted me and told me I need to come home for like a family meeting. Huzzah, here we go, oh the tea. So I come home and she started asking me what drugs I do, and I was like, weed, because that's all I do. I don't even do it like that. And she was like, are you sure? Because we found black tar heroin in your bag. I was just dumbfounded because like, how could I afford black tar heroin? Why would I even do that? And like, who would I buy it from? My mind was just like, I was just boggled. Like, and then my ex chimed in and he came in with the theatrics. He licked the ground coffee beans and was like, my tongue's going numb, this is that good shit, I can feel it. It was like so embarrassing to watch because like I knew it wasn't black tar heroin, and this dude was like, I'm getting high. I was just like, okay, what the fuck? Is it just like fuck Blake Day? Cause girl, what the fuck? I'm sitting there like, wow, you cheated on me and now you're doing this too, like what's wrong with you? So Diane starts going off about how me doing heroin explains why I'm so weird and tired all the time, and in reality it's just like my health problems and mental illness. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not like normal. She's telling me she's gonna kick me out and call my mom and get me into rehab and all of this shit, and I'm just like, I'm crying so hard at this point because like I know I would not do heroin. I know that there's like not heroin in my bag because what the fuck? It just doesn't make sense. So I call my friends and I am trying to hold it all together because like I wasn't even on the verge of a mental breakdown anymore. Like I was full on breakdown mode, sobbing, like couldn't understand what was happening. I was just, wow. So Diane calls me and tells me to come back, and we sit down and I tell her my whole truth, and she still doesn't believe me, but she's like, whatever, we'll sell it for groceries. And so get this, she sells it and the dude smokes it, and guess what? it's ground coffee beans, it's ground instant coffee beans, and I never got an apology for that either, so fuck you, girl. But not fuck you, but at the same time, like, what? Why? So ultimately I did end up getting kicked out, and like, here is the quickest way I can retell this story. We had just gotten our sheets dry cleaned, and Henrietta wanted to get on the bed, and I told her she shouldn't get on the bed with her shoes because that's gross. Like, regardless of if we just got shit dry cleaned or not, that is still gross as hell. That's my biggest pet peeve. Like, why are you getting into bed with your shoes on? It's disgusting. That made her like upset. But then this next thing I did was like her last straw. So I was in bed all comfy and tired, and I had just got done like cleaning and shit. So I was really tired, and Henrietta's like, move over, and I'm like, just get on the other fucking side of the bed. Like, we're in like a king size bed, so it's not that hard. And I guess this irritates the hell out of her because what she did next was shocking. She runs yelling to Diane about how mean I am, and Diane runs in the room and she's calling me a selfish bitch, and like, she calls my mom and tells her to come get me because she's kicking me out, and she makes me pack up all my shit. Once I had like started living with my mom again, she actually texted and was like, hey, Blake can come back anytime that they want. And I was like, I didn't say this to her, but I knew she just wanted me to come back so I could be like a little nanny for Caitlin again, because the reason she told me I should come back is because like, and she didn't even think about how hurtful all of that was for me. She was only thinking about like, I should not go back. There are a lot of horrible things I went through that year because of that family, and I was not treated the way like any kid should be treated. I was basically used as a maid. Like, I don't regret the whole experience because I did have good times. I won't forget the good times, but I also won't forget the bad times because there is a lot of trauma I'm still dealing with today because of that experience, and it put a massive strain on my mental health. So that is the end of this Get Ready With Me. I hope you enjoyed my story, and I will see you in the next video.